Good morning. Yo, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, y'all, good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on, say with me, wake up and win, wake up and win, wake up and win. Listen, good morning. It is a Winner's Wednesday. It's a Winner's Wednesday. And thank you for being tuned in live with your girl, Dr. Najuma, on Wake Up and Win live broadcast. We come at you daily with a wonderful early morning win word to help you get up, get out there, and let's go win. But before I get into today's win word, let me reintroduce myself. I am your girl, Reverend Dr. Najuma. I'm not sure if you guys caught the delay, but there was like a 3 minute delay with spooling over and over and over again. So, if you saw that and I couldn't see, I don't know what was going on. But anyway, um, there was a bit of a delay, so I'm not sure. I hope on the other end it did not come across with all the delay. At any rate, I'm your girl, Dr. Najuma. I am a pastor, a spiritual life coach. I do a lot of community and civic engagement work here in the city of Los Angeles. And I also am a mother with great experience and loss. And so, but out of that, developed and created Wake Up and Win, this platform for offering encouragement to others who have gone through a major loss. But so that you can know, like I am learning and have learned that you can go through a major loss, recover, restore, rebuild, renew, and get back out there and win again. And so I share with you just daily tips and conversation around how to get up, get back out there, and win again. And today is a Winner's Wednesday, Winsday. So on Wednesday, we celebrate our wins. So whatever your win is, we invite you to put that in the chat. Whatever your win is that you'll be celebrating today, put that in the chat below, even if you're watching the replay of this or listening to the replay. But also, I'm celebrating my win. So my win today is I've been consistent in the gym. That's my win. My win I'm celebrating is I've been consistent in the gym, and I'm excited about it. So let me share today's win word with all of you. Again, our daily win word is that you know, so that you can know, and we can work together in knowing that we can go through a major loss, recover, restore, rebuild, refresh, renew, and get back out there and win again. And so today's win word is spring into action. Spring into action. One of the things that I've learned and I'm experiencing even in my own life is that action is necessary to create momentum, which then helps move us from point A to point B. I'm going to say that again. Taking action creates the momentum that's needed to take us from point A to point B. As a grieving mother, I have learned that one of the things that has been vital to my rebuilding and my restoring and my recovery is taking action. Now, let me be very clear. I'm a grieving mother. And so I will always grieve the loss of my son, right? As many of you will always know and have the things that you've been through, but they don't necessarily have to be, they don't have to become a prison cell, or they don't have to become a place where life stops for us. They can become, over time, a catalyst from which we catapult into something new, into something different. But I've learned in this process, and I'm learning it, and I try to apply as best as I can, and I want to encourage you to apply as best you can, is the need to take action. And not need in the sense of I always want to, but I need to, right? And so, and again, if you're new, if you're early in your loss or whatever your situation was or whatever the challenge or the experience has been, you may still be early in just just acceptance phase, right? So this may not necessarily apply to you today, but if it does, right, then I hope it is helpful for you, because I do want to encourage people to go through their process, right? If you've gone through a new situation, a new traumatic experience, a new loss, taking action today may not be the conversation for you. So I'm talking to those who have come through some time, maybe even some processing of what happened, and you're now thinking about, how do I rebound? How do I recover? How do I restore? How do I, you know, get up, and get back out there and win? And so what I want to offer today is the important step of taking action. And taking action doesn't have to be big leaps and steps. They can be incremental steps, tiny steps, little steps, baby steps, right? Things that are very helpful and functional for you. They don't have to be major leaps and bounds. What I've learned is that every day taking some kind of action creates momentum. So now I can move from point A to point B. We can now move from being hindered by what we've been through, or and not even hindered, but in the place of where things happened, um, and we can move to a place of rebound, recovery, restoration, and then even getting back out there and winning again. And winning is subjective. It is whatever it looks like for you, right? Winning for me doesn't look like what winning means for you, and winning for you doesn't look like what winning means for me. So this is absolutely subjective. However, the point is the power of taking action. The power of taking action, because if I can take action, then I create a momentum mentally, emotionally, spiritually. There's a momentum, and that momentum then drives me through my situation to recover, restore, rebuild, renew, refresh, and to help me get back out there and win. And so I want to offer to you this morning how to begin to take action, or what does taking action look like, right? So I want to invite you to think about first where it is you want to go. Wherever it is you want to go, like what is your outcome for this week? And let's start with just this week, right? Let's not take on all of 2024 just yet. Let's just start with this week. Where do you want to be by the end of the week? What do you want to see happen by the end of the week? What would be an important win for you for by the end of the week? And the end of the week being Sunday, right? Today's Wednesday. Where do you want how do you want the week to end, or not end but culminate as it goes into another week, because it never really ends, because it goes right into another week. But where do you want what do you want to get done this week? How do you want this week to culminate, right? Or move into the next week? And start with that vision. Start with that vision, that idea, and then ask yourself, what action steps do you need to take to get there? What action steps do you need to take to get there? And then the next step backwards, because we're working backwards into this, is to prioritize the action steps. Prioritize the action steps. So what it's going to look like is taking time to think about, okay, by the end of this week, this is where I really need to see things be, right? Now, what are the things I need to do to get there? Okay, these are, and just write them all down, not in no order, just write them all down. And then take another step backwards and say, now, what's the priority in the action steps that will lead me to where I want to get to? That is how we get from point A to point B. That's how we go through the process as no as this is how we build momentum as we go through the process of recovering, restoring, rebuilding, right? Getting to the place of winning, whatever that win is, because a win for you is not necessarily a win for me, but a win for me may not be a win for you. Let me share with you one of my wins, right? I did share about the gym, but also I have on one of my new shirts. One of my new shirts, you see, it says I'm expensive, one of my new brands. And so I got that done this week. That was a huge win. And being able to focus on that. Expensive has a whole meaning and thought behind it. It's not just about money and price. So, but you'll learn more about that later. That's a whole nother deal. But just getting this done and getting the samples done was a win. But I had to take several action steps to do that. I had to get the logo designed, and I had to get the shirts and this and that, and I had to contact my t-shirt printer, and all those things, right? So I say all that to say, take action. I say all that to say is spring into action. Because if we're going to win in this season, we're going to have to spring into action. And the way to spring into action, again, envision where you want to be, what you want to accomplish, write down all the action steps that's going to be required. And then the next step back is to prioritize those and prioritize them however feels good and feels right for you. So you might tackle big things first or small things first, or some things may have a date timeline. So you have to figure that out, the priority based upon where you're trying to go, right? And then begin to really spring into action and watch how momentum is built and you achieve your win, whatever that looks like. But I want to encourage you, if we're going to get back out there and win, we got to spring into action. And now that we have spring, with the time in California has had it sprang forward last week. Now it's time for you and I to spring into action. Amen. Amen. Thank you for joining us on today's Win Word. I'm your girl, Dr. Najuma. Join us tomorrow morning for another encouraging Win Word. And please do us 3 favors: like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow morning for another daily Win Word. We out, y'all. Let's get up. Let's get out there and let's go win. Blink, 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 blink. Peace, y'all.